All right. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. What's going on? Hope everyone's doing great, wonderful, magnificent tonight. I know I am. I got an up and coming speaking engagement this weekend. Uh, Going out to Maryland to do the what is it called? The hmm, Remedy Conference. The Remedy Conference. You want more information about the Remedy Conference? Check us out up on Instagram and Facebook, and you can get the address and all that to come check us out at the Remedy Conference. I have my flyers up on my Instagram and all that, so you'll see it amongst other people. It's gonna be about 20 speakers. I'm one of them. So come check us out. With that being said, I will not be on Thursday, flying out. So I will not be on the air Thursday. So don't even look forward to hearing from me on Thursday. But kind of tired, man. I was reason why I ain't been putting on suits lately. You know, it's getting getting hot outside. I'm going on my walks. I'm doing my push-ups, my pull-ups, and all of that on my bar. So of course I'm not gonna be able to have on a suit and do that. But yeah, I'm just, getting that heart rate, working excellent and all that stuff. So bear with me. And tonight we're gonna be I was trying to actually find the actual law of the Expatriation Act of 1868. I have not been able to find an actual copy of it online. Solar, yo, do your magic on that. Do your magic on that. You can find the actual law because we need to read the actual law. But what I am gonna do, we're gonna go into Wikipedia. Some shit in Wikipedia be just straight not real, and other shit be good. You know what I mean? But I can't tell until I'm able to see the actual law, and then I can check and see if what Wikipedia is saying is correct. Because right now, I really don't know. So let me put it in the chat. Y'all can read along with me so we see what's going on here. Because I don't know about y'all. If the ancestors made the Expatriation Act of 1868, and it was a way for us to stay in Morocco and not be a United States citizen, I need to know exactly how to do that process. And I'm going to do that process right now if I can. Anyway, we still only got 93 people in the Patreon. We need at least 7 more people to join up so we could get started doing the things that we're going to do, hollering at legislator, creating the bank, also creating a gas station with our trust together, aggregating our money and taking it from there. So y'all need to sign up. 7 more people. Come on, people, get it done. It's ridiculous because I got thousands and thousands of listeners. I just don't understand. That's like what, 10%? 1% of the listenership? I don't know what's going on. But anyway, let me move on. Um, so let me go into this. Expatriation Act of 1868. Not to be confused with the Expatriation Act of 1907 or the Enemy Expatriation Act of 2012. Now, when they make these new acts and call it the same name as the old one, they're trying to take away whatever they did for you in the original. They want you to be confused. Most people don't even know there's an Expatriation Act of 1868. And the reason why they set up this Expatriation Act in 1868 is because they were coming with uh, what was it? Reconstruction, the Reconstruction Act, where they was going to rename everyone and everything. So they gave people an opportunity not to be a part of it before they pushed all that through, like the 14th Amendment and all that stuff, 13th Amendment, right? So let me go on. The Expatriation Act of 1868 was an act of the 40th United States Congress that declared, as part of the United States nationality law, the right of expatriation, i.e., a right to renounce one's citizenship, is a natural inherent right of all people, and that any declaration, instruction, opinion, order, decision, or any officers of this government which restricts, impairs, and questions the right of expatriation is hereby declared non-consistent with the fundamental principles of government. Did you hear that? So right there, it's telling you if you did your declaration to the Moorish Empire to be a citizen of the Moorish Empire, that is enough to expatriate, according to the 1868. See, nice and simple. Nice and simple, right? You have to use this also with the expatriation law treaty that I read to you, where it says you can't be naturalized and you can't be using that social any benefit from them, and you are ipso jure a Moorish citizen. So this is the one you want to use. This is the nice and simple one, right? Just going off the fact I haven't seen the real one yet, the actual law. We got to see the actual law. Instructions, opinion, order, decision, or any officers of this government which restricts, impairs, or questions the right of expatriation is hereby declared inconsistent with the fundamental principles of this government. That's what you're going to write if they try to stop you. The intent of the act was also to counter claims by other countries that U.S. citizens owed them allegiance, and was an explicit rejection of the feudal common law principle of perpetual allegiance. See, so it's telling you right there, you had perpetual uh, citizenship of the Moorish Empire, and they wanted to go against that, right? They wanted they wanted you to go against that and said that you went against that so they can, and all they did was claims, but you never rebutted the claims. The Expatriation Act of 1868 was codified at Rev Stat 1999. So I'm going to click on that and see, and yes, it did. It took me to the original one. It took me to the original one. So let me bookmark that. Save. So now you know we have the original one, and we're going to read that, I guess, when I get back from Maryland. And then by 1940 had been reenacted at 8 USC 800. And let's see if that they codified it. See, now you don't want to deal with the codified version. You want to deal with the actual statutes at large, right? And it is now the last note, 8 USC 1481 is the last code that it's at. See, now this is a perfect example of when I told y'all every law that they enact, they codify it. They codify it. They want you to use the codified so you're in their jurisdiction. I tell you to use the statute at large to stay outside of their jurisdiction and to stay foreign to it, but yet write down what it says. Okay? Now it says the background. The United States has since in its early days implicitly denied the doctrine of perpetual allegiance through its naturalization laws. President Thomas Jefferson wrote to the Treasury Secretary Albert Gatlin that I hold the right of expatriation to be inherent in every man by the laws of nature. An individual may exercise such right by an effectual or unequivocal act or declaration. I go back and stress declaration. This is why I taught y'all must do a name change, take on the new name, the Moorish name, and put your declaration in there with your name change. Then you would take the name, once you get the court order, take the actual court order and the declaration and go for your non-citizen national passport. You see what I'm saying? So now you have official credentials in your Moorish name, but you did not add your Moorish name onto the birth certificate or social, because you can't do that according to the treaty. You cannot use anything. So when Moors are out there telling you you are part and parcel of the United States, the treaty I got says no, you're not. Says you can't be that. Either you are going to be Moorish or you're going to be a United States citizen. It's one or the other. Can't be both. So that's a fallacy. Now it says other countries, however, did not recognize this position. Indeed, the British Royal Navy imprisonment of the American sailors was one of the casus belli provoking the U.S. to join the War of 1812. Now, y'all know the War of 1812 was, them taking over Moorish domains, right? But let's go on. Those countries' non-recognition of renunciation of their citizenship continue to cause problems for naturalized Americans during the course of the century. In the 1860s, France, as well as various German Scandinavian states, attempted to constrict their natives who had become U.S. citizens when they went back to their homelands for short visits. France, Italy, and Switzerland, however, at least had procedures for abjuring one's original allegiance. Greece, Russia, and the Ottoman Empire did not have such procedures at all, even sometimes punished their natives for acquiring U.S. citizens. Now, the Ottoman Empire would be called the Moorish Empire. You understand? So they wanted specifically you people here in America, melanated people, you Aboriginal people of America was part of that Ottoman Empire or the Moorish Empire. They wanted y'all to come out of y'all's citizenship because y'all were the owners of the vast estate called the United States. They couldn't have you staying there so that they could be trustees over all the land. And they still are today. That's why we got to go back. Right? In response to this, President Andrew Johnson called on Congress in the second annual message in December 1866 to assert the principle of long maintaining by the Executive Department and Naturalization by one state fully exempts the native born subject of any other state from the performance of military service under any foreign government. The problem was illustrated more accurately the following year when Britain charged naturalized Americans John Warren and August Costello of the Farron Brotherhood under the Treason Felony Act of 1848. Johnson used the example to illustrate the urgency of the problem in this third annual message in December 1867, stating that it perplexes the public mind concerning the rights of naturalized citizens and impairs the national authority abroad. See? So that is where I'm going to stop. Let me open up the call lines. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I'm going to 321-291. Peace to the God, peace. You got in early as shit, man. You got in so early, I wasn't in yet. 321-291. Don't tell me you put your hand up.
Hello, peace to God.
Oh, peace to God. You got here early as shit. You got here earlier than I was here.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Damn, I didn't know I came in that early. Shit, peace to the God, Jonah.
What up?
Peace, God. Now, what you talking about is on point, man. You always been setting us up for what you're reading now. It's so crazy how you be having the foresight. You know, that's what the Creator bless you with, man.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
And this is what we got to do. We got to do what you've been saying to us. And it makes sense. You do the declaration and claim your nationality, and they got to follow the rules.
Right. So you basically, my idea is we're going to read over the original expatriation, see where we send it. But I'm pretty sure we're going to send it to the legislator on the state level and the federal level. And you're going to send them your declaration and all that. See, a lot of people aren't doing the process correct. The reason why they're not doing the process correct of the declaration is because they're still using the shit that the U.S. gave them, like the birth certificate and social, mostly the social.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a fact, Jonah.
Mostly the social.
That's where the tie in between is going on.
Right. I mean, how you gonna say you ain't no United States citizen, but yo, you're using that social, you're working with it, you got credit with it, you're getting loans with it, right? But you're gonna say, I don't want to be down and I don't want to pay taxes. Oh no, nigga, you taking the benefits. What the fuck you mean you don't want to pay the tax? You know what I mean? So therefore, you got to do what the Mexicans come here, other people come here to this nation, and they give them a choice. First, they give them a TIN number, right?
Yeah.
And then if they naturalize, they say, all right, now here's a social. But they have a choice to keep on using that TIN where they're not paying taxes. Now, a lot of them are stupid because they stop using the TIN and start using the social. I would never do that.
The social, yep. Because they want to assimilate to be a U.S. citizen.
Yo, bro, but they already can work. They already can work, and they already got credit on that TIN. Why would you do that?
That's what I'm saying, Jonah. It must be an idea, like a Disney movie.
Yeah, it's an idea.
To have my social and to be American, I'm great now.
Right, you know right. Now, we as so-called Americans, we have to create our own TINs. That's where I showed y'all how to get all those different EIN numbers and use that for credit. Because here's my question. What would you possibly have to use that social for, except for work, credit, or, if you're going to a doctor or the hospital, They're gonna try to ask you for that. If you go into the emergency room, you don't have to give them one up. But we talking about regular doctors and shit. They'll ask you. But other than that, what else is there to use it for? And you don't have to use it for credit. So that eliminates that. How often do you get sick and go to the doctors? So you ain't gonna use it for that. What's the reason why you need it?
Yeah.
Why you using their shit?
They don't know no better.
Yeah. Private is not using their shit.
And you know what, Jonah, though? I've talked to a lot of different brothers, and they don't see nothing wrong with how it is now, the setup. They don't see that being
I would have to say they don't know the law. That's what I would have to say. They don't know the laws that I'm showing y'all. They don't know last week when I showed y'all what they did with the 14th Amendment. You know, that nigga Pitchfork told you why they created it to denationalize you and stop you from voting ever again. And under the 14th Amendment, y'all don't vote. What happens? Everyone in America is a 14th Amendment citizen. No one votes on anything pertaining to any legislative body, whether it's up in Washington or on your state and local level. So because they put out, what is it called? The collegiate, and they vote for you. Right?
Yeah, the electoral college.
The electoral college, right? So therefore, no one votes. I don't give a fuck what you say you're doing, because I can show you in the 14th Amendment where it says you can't vote. Matter of fact, hold on, let me pull that shit up. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck everyone else is doing.
Listen, Jonah, I always want to play devil. I've been rolling for years, God, and I know you're on point because I've read. You showed me how to read and we read. But it's a lot of people say, okay, I'm a 14th Amendment citizen. I make money. What's the difference? I'm good in my life. I don't feel like a slave.
Oh my God! So yeah, I'm gonna treat you like you are someone who believes that. I know you don't, but
thank you.
So you okay with giving up 80% of your money in taxes? See, you don't even know you're giving 80 cents on every dollar. See, because they tax you before you get that money. They tax you while you're spending that money. They tax you on gas, alcohol, cigarettes, hot food. They tax you on registering your car. They tax you 8 cents for every dollar you spend. I'm like, yo, when you add all that shit up, they took 80 cents out of the dollar. And you don't call that slavery? Why are you paying these people when they didn't help you make that money? That's worse than the mob. The mob wouldn't do you like that.
Yeah, extortion.
Now, here it is.
Extorted every day?
Extorted every day, all day long, and you don't know you're a slave. That means you're lacking knowledge. You're kind of dumb. No disrespect. Respectfully. Now, it says,
I'm getting my study on, God.
14th Amendment, Section 2. Representatives shall be appointed among the several states according to their respective numbers, counting the whole number of persons in each state, excluding Indians not taxed. That's y'all. But now y'all don't even have that word connected to y'all. Y'all just call black. But when the right to vote at any election for the choice of electors for presidents, vice presidents of the United States, representatives in Congress, executive and judicial officers of the state, or the members of legislature is denied to any male inhabitants of such state being 21 years of age and citizens of the United States. It just told you if you're 21, a male, right, and you are a citizen of the United States, it is denied to you. Voting is denied to you. There it is, black and white. Black and white. So that's what I got to say to the people who want to be devil's advocate. Either you don't know what you're reading or you never read it.
For sure, Jonah. I appreciate that. I just wanted to do that for my
No
other
doubt.
brothers listening.
No doubt.
I'll run it back for them.
All right. Peace, God.
Yo, peace. I'm in the back to the God.
Peace. Now, someone want me to hit section 4. I wasn't going to hit section 4, but I'll pull it up. Fuck it. You know what I mean? We do section 4. It ain't nothing, y'all. Section 4. Yeah. I knew I should. Yeah. The validity of the public debt of the United States authorized by law, including debts incurred for payment of pensions, bounties for services in suppressing insurrections and rebellions, shall not be questioned. So they're telling you, whenever the cops do something fucked up, to try to suppress an insurrection or rebellion, in other words, going after you niggas, don't question the debt. When they want to give you a ticket for whatever, don't question the debt. When they lock you up for whatever, don't question the debt. Just fucking do your time in jail and pay the fines. That's what it's saying right now. Also, when y'all talking about HJR 192, this is the Constitution. And it's telling you can't question the public debt because you're part of the public. So you know damn sure they don't have to do discharge shit unless they want to. And it says, but neither the United States nor any state shall assume or pay any debt obligation incurred in the aid of insurrection or rebellion against the United States, or any claim for the loss of emancipation of any slave, but all such debts and obligation and claims shall be held illegal and void. Now, let me give you some true history. Fuck what you learned in school or you learned from other people. Y'all were not the slaves. The people who came over here in England and all over the world in boats were the slaves. They were indentured servants. They came on that boat. They had to pay for their passage. They had a contract, a work contract when they got here, right? You niggas that was already here did not have no work contracts nowhere, no how, right? Y'all were not the slaves, but y'all owned those slaves. See, y'all owned those white people because, and black people too, y'all owned those people because y'all had them in a contract for them to work for you on your farmlands. Y'all all had farmlands. Your families just lost their farmlands in the last 2 generations. Yeah, Big Mama owned the land when she lived, in the country. She was on a farm, right? Now, when they took the slaves away from your forefathers and foremothers, they said, we're not going to pay you for it. We're not paying you for emancipating those slaves. We're not paying you. Mostly all of us melanated people, Aboriginal people of America, was living down south. Especially in Georgia, Florida, all of that stuff. Louisiana, yeah, we were heavily there. And they took our slaves. They took our slaves, y'all. But let me go back to the call line. 240-551. Peace to the God. Peace.
God, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling wonderful, magnificent, and great. How you feeling?
Man, I'm doing wonderful, magnificent, and great. I told my master teacher that I was going to get on today. Jonah, I just got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, shit.
Your special guest is my master teacher.
Your special guest is my master teacher. You coming to the DMV, right?
Yes.
Didn't you tell D that he was going to be your special guest?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you know that when D comes to the seminars, who comes with him? That would be me.
You.
So you know that I have to be exactly. So do you know what my work schedule is going to be like this week?
You can't come.
You're killing me, man.
You can't come.
I can't come.
You working?
I'm coming.
How you
no
gonna?
matter what.
Oh shit! This nigga gonna call out. This nigga gonna call out.
Man, I'm enjoying the show, man. Yeah, but I told D, man, I said my work is gonna begin that Sunday. You just didn't give me enough time, bro. You didn't give me enough time.
I've been talking
about
about.
You working like a slave.
Yeah, I've been talking about the that meeting for months now.
Man, I've been on the call for months. And I did this is like last week was the first time I heard about it.
That's crazy.
And I told D, I said, so you know, yeah. And I told D, I said, yo, I said, man, you know my work gonna start, and you gonna have me doing a whole bunch of stuff before Jonah get here, right? He say, nah, dog, man, we gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Jonah, my work starts on that Sunday.
Right.
Yeah. So D got me doing a whole bunch of stuff. I told him I was gonna get to you before you got here.
Mm-hmm.
I tried all last week.
You spoke that shit up.
I tried.
You spoke that shit up.
Nah, but dog, hey, this is beautiful what you're teaching the people. And you know, the only thing that I can really say, man, is if you don't study, you're never gonna comprehend.
Right.
Sometimes it takes to go over something 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times before you understand.
Right.
And you know, if that's what it takes, and when they get on the call, they feel like they left behind, study some more.
Study some more. It's gonna be simple.
Peace, God.
Peace, God.
Yeah, but I can't wait to see you this weekend.
This weekend. All right. We gotta go for a drink or two.
All right.
Peace.
You
All right, I'm going to 202-845. Peace to the God. Peace. (202-845). You there? I can't hear you. Where you at? I'll move on. I'm going to Era Estate. Peace to the God.
Hey.
Hey. What's up, my brother?
I'm good, Jonah. I've been trying to get to you for a number of weeks now.
Well, you got me today.
Exactly. My question is the connection of the Moors with the British Moors.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've got to be all over Europe.
Yeah, the brutish Moor. See, what they tried to do was hide the brutish Moors. They got y'all thinking that it was white people that did this to us and all that. No, it was the brutish Moors. They are the Europeans that came over here to wage war with us, to conquer us. And they was fighting for the Holy Roman Empire. They was fighting for Rome. And they was taking, see, because the original church was here in America with the Americans, us melanated people. The original Egypt was here with us in America. Everything that happened in the Bible happened here. For all of y'all who don't know that, pick up a book called Rocks Cry Out by Horace Butler. Rocks Cry Out by Horace Butler. All this stuff was here. So they came here to destroy the past and create a new future. We are in a new world, a new paradigm. And they wanted people to believe that the ruling people were white people. But it was the brutish Moors that set this all up. It's just like if you ever seen the movie Django. Well, the motherfucking, the slave, the old man, which was Samuel Jackson, he actually was the one who owned the plantation and named it Candyland. Right? The first scene when the movie opens up is there he is drinking a nice ass scotch, smoking a cigar, writing checks and counting money. You see what I'm saying? And believe it or not, the white boy was his grandchild that he had 2 generations with, made him white. Made him white. That's what really went on. So it's the same hijack that's going on in real life. You got the Moors, the brutish Moors that actually conspired to set this shit up, own this shit, right? And they're controlling the white boys to do all that heinous shit to us so that we'll blame white people when they weren't even around to do that type shit. That's the real story.
I was told they were called the Jacobs, the House of Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that name rings a bell to you? I'm trying to find out more research on this, but I'm struggling.
You want to know more about Jacob in the Bible?
Jacob, the House of Jacob.
The Bible.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. I do, but I got to brush up on that. I got to brush up on my lessons with that. And I be trying not to really go heavily into the Bible because I'm not representing a religious show. I really don't even represent a history show. I really represent the laws and how to use the laws and get paid for commerce. But I will look into that and come back to you on that.
Read my thoughts, Jonah.
Read your what?
The reason why I brought this up is because you mentioned about the British Navy.
Yes.
Press ganging Americans. And I'm wondering if that has anything to do with the British Moors. I wonder if that was the Moors doing that. Listen,
see, here's the confusion at that. Yeah. The problem is you had Moors here in the Americas, the Aboriginal, the black people, whatever you want to call them, right? And then you had the Moors that ruled over there in England and Spain and all that. They were all Moors and they were all called Moors. So then you have, other people that saying, yo, the Moors is the ones who sold us out. The Moors is the one who put us in slavery. And I'd be like, you got a point. The reason why, because let me say it this way. You got black people here in America, you got black people in England, and the black people was the people that was running around fucking people up, causing war and killing them, the ones from England. So yes, it was black people who did that. Yes, it was Moors that did that. But you got 2 different sides. And, believe it or not, you got to watch Popeye to understand what was going on. Popeye was an American Moor, and Pluto was the British Moor. So Pluto was always trying to fuck Popeye up and take his girl.
Gotcha.
See, they have our stories. All the stories that they have in the movies and books and all that is our stories. But they don't let you know because they cast them as white people, flip it a little bit, and you don't know that's your story. That's your history.
Yeah.
The same as like that movie Maleficent.
Yeah.
Deep, talking all about our beef with the empire. And then they took historical figures like King James, they turned them into a gay white boy. when that brother was a Moor, he tried to fix the Bible because Rome fucked it up. He tried to fix it with the King James. Then he also lived over here. He had two abodes. He had one because he was family here, and he's a ruler over in England. You know, so they did the hijack on the history like crazy. But yo, brother, I gotta go. I only got time for one more call. I want to get one more call.
Okay.
All right, peace. Wonderful talking to you. All right, I'm going to 651-399. Peace to the God. Peace.
Salam, shalom. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Peace, God. How are you?
I'm wonderful, excellent, and great.
Ashe.
Appreciate it. And yeah, I got that link up in the chat for y'all. I had to shorten it up because I didn't realize there was some extra bullshit on there. It's tracking shit.
Right.
That's standard. You know, it's standard shit. You just remove it. But anyway, can I? Do I gotta say something on the 1868?
You can. You can talk whatever you want.
For one thing, I'll say that 618. That's the Fibonacci sequence number, and I say 86. It's interesting. That's the number to decreate or undo or get rid of. I think 68 is therefore the number of creation, and that's the same as 618 in my book. And I was there. But anyway,
you sound like Brother Panic right there. You sound like Brother Panic right there.
Man, I don't even know who that is. I should know though, but I need to find out. I want to say, do you know what the highest payout type, you know what I'm saying, field of law is for like a private individual like us to be able to, you know, basically, you know, get paid from?
1986 suit.
1986. What is that?
That's the 1986 suit. It's suing them under color of law.
Okay. Now, I don't know what the average payout is on that, but I want to point out those False Claims Act claims, average payout starts in the millions for the private relator. And that'll be 15 to 35% of whatever the government recovers. So the relator gets 15 to 35% of whatever the government recovers. And that depends on whether the government decided to pick up the case early or whether they decided to abstain. If they abstain, but you proceed and you prevail, then you get 35%. Bingo. I'm gonna let y'all
90 seconds.
Well, with that being said, that's the end of our show. I mean, you got it there.
Peace, God.
Peace, God. Appreciate you coming in with that. Well, that's our show for today. I hope y'all enjoyed. I won't see y'all until Monday. I won't be on Thursday. I got to fly out.
60 seconds.
Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all as always. I had fun. Hope y'all had fun. Peace to the gods.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. I'll see y'all again soon. If y'all could, man, hit me with some likes or some dislikes and shit before y'all hang up. All right, peace.